Jer si milostivi čovekoljubi Bog i tebi slavu uznosimo, Otcu i Sinu i Svetome Duhu, sada i u vekove vekova.
In a world of shadows and secrets untold, where primeval stories make the brave go cold, mighty gods on high and realms below, whispers of legends that shape each soul. And nightmarish dreams, cryptids lurking, nothing's as it seems, giants walking, angels and demons fight, only truth can bring the light. Through the echoes of time, the tales unfold, mysteries arise as the prophecies are foretold, from valiant knights to buried treasure. This podcast brings nothing but pleasure. Welcome to myth, mysteries and majesty. Study with us, don't be a travesty. Theology, mythology, fantasy and horror. Dungeons and dragons, Skyrim and Mordor. And Mordor, powers haunt the evening, in gothic castles where they're screaming. Wizards cast spells in their towers tonight, exploiting enigmas hidden from our sight. Archaeologists make excavations deep on the ancient tombs where pharaohs sleep. In the dust of ages we chronicles keep, storytelling's power of monsters that creep. Mysteries and majesty is the place for you to learn about this haunted space. From scholarship to manuscripts of old, unlock the secrets of wisdom and gold.
Welcome to episode 120. This is the first gaming session that we're covering in 2025, and we selected a new type of game, namely the Callisto Protocol. Is a sci-fi horror survival game set up in one of the Jupiter's moons, where you're basically trying to escape the prison. So imagine this is the famous TV show Prison Break, but with monsters, mutants, and far away from Earth. So that's basically it. So we're excited for this game. With me tonight again is PJ. When everyone else canceled and couldn't come for different reasons, PJ was just came from work, working all day, and still not getting rest. I don't know if he even ate. He decided to come and help me being my co-host for tonight, and I'm so grateful for your dedicated work, PJ. I have included both links when it comes to your work, so that people will subscribe and get to know you. Maybe in any way they can help, donate. If you don't have a page for donation, I would encourage you to start one on Patreon. But PJ, when it comes briefly to your work, the tabletop games, the PDF that you're making, all those figurines and stuff, can you summarize briefly what is your passion? What is your work?
Well, can you hear me good? So it's a tabletop role-playing game. And I guess I grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. And I just wanted something more God-focused and that I could bring God into. And like D&D is kind of its own universe. So bringing God into that just kind of just tears the game apart, so to speak. So I wanted something that I could just bring to my church, to friends, to family, and we could all play a game that's in our universe, that's centered God forward, God focused. Now that doesn't mean it's butterflies and rainbows. Like you're still dealing with a lot of mechanics and situations that we in real life would encounter. So it's based to build up, not to shelter, so it's like, for instance, Tribulation behind me. It's dystopian cyberpunk. But it's made to help people that are uncomfortable with disciple and evangelism to kind of break out of their shell and do it like in a safe environment where it's just you and your friends, and I'm playing the antagonist or protagonist, whatever is the bad guy. And it's
antagonist is the bad one.
Yeah, okay. So it's more comfortable, and it helps other people be able to play off of their other for support, and they might say something that somebody else has never thought of, and now that's part of your repertoire. That's part of your bag of ammo. So that's kind of my passion. That's what I do. Other than look at all these wonderful games that I don't have time to play.
I know, me either. And you know what? On one side, I'm so excited to analyze these games, but on the other hand, I wish I played them. But to be also honest, sometimes even if I wish to play them, when we analyze them, I see most important aspects from beginning to the end. I'm like, how do they know how the game ends? It's like it's not so fun anymore. So sometimes I'm tempted, like maybe we should not be covering the endings of the games anymore. I don't know. That's one thing to think about.
Yeah. Well, we also cover I don't know, some of these streams are like 12 hours, we cover them in 2 hours. So you've missed so much of the game that it still leaves all those wonderful surprises and stuff. And half the time we get to the end, and even when we watch the end, we're like, well, how did that
we don't know the whole storyline.
Yeah. But I still enjoy it. I still have fun. And I really am looking forward to this game, because this is my stuff right here, man. This is up my alley.
Yep. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please support and subscribe to the original uploader of this video. I provided the link also in our episode descriptions. Always support people whose links I support, because these people, it doesn't matter if they make videos or articles or whatever, they deserve to be supported in any way. So let's start with analyzing the Callisto Protocol.
Just right out of the gate, the graphics just look beautiful.
See, I was ignorant until yesterday. I told you the setting is in a spaceship, because I think another game of similar subgenre is in the spaceship. This one is actually in the
You had a bit of an echo. I couldn't hear that.
Shocking footage from Europa. A brazen attack by the Outer Way terrorist group, led by the notorious Danny Nakamura.
That's enough. You got a job to do.
This is Callisto Hangar Control to UJC Caron. You have cleared the security perimeter.
Roger, Hangar Control. Laying in course for Europa Station.
I have to say, whenever I see pilot and co-pilot in this type of movies or TV shows, it always reminds me of the Western cowboy subgenre. Something that I really like Star Sheriffs, like Star Cowboys.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Firefly.
We're never going to have to work another day in our lives.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you got it all figured out.
I guess so.
I think it's funny.
What is this? Huh? Back and forth.
We look at
Callisto to
these
Europa.
sci-fi and these futuristic things,
It's a prison moon, Max.
but it's the way our technology's evolved is taking us away from this kind of environment. We have, Tesla's driving itself.
All over the sector for the past 6 months.
In this period,
You gotta yell
this
like
spaceship would literally just fly itself wherever it's
still worth
going.
checking out.
Probably better than we ever could.
And Elon is planning to take us to Mars, so we'll see what will happen in our lifetime.
Port and starboard sensors are both showing
Man,
errors.
this looks.
Go check 'em out.
I'm gonna have to call out sick a few days. I have to get. Oh, this looks awesome.
And it gives a little bit of the Alien / The Thing, vibe, because it's claustrophobic, it's dark, it's like short corridors or tunnels with all these monsters that will start, soon seen. It's a combo of both, and I love both, like Carpenter's work and Alien franchise. I love both.
Yeah. It definitely has that Dead Space Alien vibe to it.
The next thing we'll see are those, alien eggs developing underneath his legs.
Come on, Max. You gotta stack these right.
That was a super clever way to introduce the vault mechanic.
When he said, "Come on, Max," I was thinking about Max Payne. Like, man, he just needs the shotgun.
I should check.
Yep, all of a sudden slow movement bullets.
Yeah, or 2 pistols, yeah.
Yeah.
They said they're planning remake of Max Payne 1, so we'll see.
That would be awesome. God, man, that game was so much fun.
Son of a bitch. I guess I'll check the other side. Max, we got trouble.
I know how it's such a simple thing,
We've been boarded.
but I really loved how that door was like at an angle. So it's like not everything's just cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Watch your back. You know, I could be anywhere. Search the hold. It's gotta be here somewhere.
Okay, now it's really getting interesting.
Yeah. So were they on a ship or are they on like a station?
Dampening field's still in effect.
No, I think they're not in the ship anymore. That was just in the introduction. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do they want?
How should I know?
Everything?
Nothing yet.
Almost out of time.
It's gonna have like a lot of Splinter Cell takedowns, probably.
There he is!
Oh,
Max!
I don't want to spoil it for you. So.
What are you gonna do? Whatever I have to. What are you doing? No! Shit! Hold on! I'm on my way! Watch out!
Warning. Venting atmosphere.
Jacob, get up here! Hurry!
Warning. Inertial dampers online.
I'm thinking they could be on the ship. Still,
Ship's caught
I'm
in
not
full
sure.
gravity. We're being pulled in.
Yeah, they are.
Transfer flight control to my station. Transport flight control. This is not Jacob. Mayday! This is UJC Caron. Returning to Callisto. Requesting emergency clearance.
Negative, UJC Caron. You are not authorized for re-entry.
Sorry, but I got no choice. Coming in hot. Who's the anti-graphs? Already at maximum. We're not gonna make it. Yes, we are. Watch out. Hold on. Brace for impact.
See, the reason I thought they were not on a plane because it was too huge, and parts of it didn't look like they were on the spaceship. They did look like they're still in their prison or station. So that's why I was like, nah, that's not a spaceship. But
Yeah.
turns out they are.
Yeah, because I was wondering why people were just all of a sudden somewhere that he didn't, like, I don't know. It seemed like he was the pilot and co-pilot, and they got people wandering around that they don't know who they are. I guess I just assumed.
Max.
No, you assumed well.
Max. Hang on, buddy. I'm coming. Hey. Whoa. Chico. Oh,
I don't think Max is going to make it, buddy.
Hey, come on. Come on.
One life sign detected. Continuing search.
Black Iron Security. You the pilot? Yeah. Him? He's gone. We'll just need the one. Okay, get you out of here. Manifest says you were running cargo out of the hangar. Don't get many of you freelancers out here.
I was just doing my job.
Don't I know it?
You ever played Freelancer?
No, but I know that's an old game. It came out like, I don't know, 30 years ago, right?
Geez, I hope not.
Well, too late.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know, when I observe their atmosphere and the weather, I'm like, we've been we've been complaining a lot lately in the United States. Check out their atmosphere. It's way worse.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, like we got all that snow, which was crazy, but it's pretty much gone now. That's not going away.
By the way, I was surprised at the length of the game. So this video is like 5 hours 47 minutes. There's someone else's video which is like almost an hour longer. But basically, they say like if you're not like wasting time and going everywhere, like you can finish the game in less than 7 hours.
The fuck are
Which
you
is
looking
kind of disappointing.
Why?
Yeah, I feel like that's how most of the games are these days. They give you a 6-7 hour quest line, main mission,
There's been a mistake. My name is Jacob Lee.
Yeah, but see, in real life, that never works because when you die, you need time to restart. Then you want to go different routes. You want to try side quests. You talk to people and have
I
dialogues.
was attacked by the
And then
other
if you have to enhance your
She
weapon,
crashed my ship and she
or
killed my
armor,
first officer.
all this takes time. Like 7 hours, that's maybe, I don't know, if you just go straight line and don't care about every NPC or every quest. I mean, but that's not fun. It's like watching a movie just to see the main plot line and you don't care about anything else. It's like it's kind of
Yeah.
it's like eating the ice cream just to have the you try the beginning, a little bit in the middle, and then in the end, but you don't feel the flavor in between. Like
Yeah.
you know.
So like, I think it's kind of like, I guess you could say it's a pet peeve, but like as like an artist and a creator, like I get lost in the details. Like, so like, I don't know how long this game took to make, but let's just say like 5 years. That's like developing That's not just coding. That's them making everything you see, perfectly placing it. And then these people go do these speed runs and they play this game for 2 hours and don't appreciate anything that went into the game other than the storyline.
As far as anyone else is concerned,
And I just feel like you miss so much of the game.
Yeah.
Because you're crossing over.
Yeah, I can't remember from the top of my head, projects that, where designers will be making games for like 7 to 10 years. Take, for example, the latest Witcher. It's been announced, but it's not coming this year. It will still take time to finish, perfect. Imagine if the real game, if you would need, for example, 40 hours to really try everything and to really enjoy it. But imagine someone makes a video like this. Oh, I finished the game in 13 hours. Yeah, that's possible, but like, dude, you don't know half of the things in that world setting. Right. Music, emotion, dialogues between the characters, plot, like it's, I don't know. It sucks.
You did it.
But why would you? And if you don't like the game, I would understand that. But with beautiful, wonderful games like The Witcher or whatever people like nowadays, I would enjoy every moment, every step.
Inmate 532-521. Dr. Caitlin Marler, and as per Article 412 of the UJC Penal Code, you will now be fitted with a core device.
The doctor, he's not in the system. We don't know.
Just prep the device.
What the fuck? That device? No! No! You're a goddamn doctor!
Yes, and I intend to faithfully execute my responsibilities. Try not to move, it'll only make things worse.
No! Fuck you! Ah! Ah!
Doctor, he's flatlining.
Injector.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Man, he'll be pissed when he's free. I have to say, this was a really interesting intro. This was a really, it's like trying to immerse into the plot, into the world building, into the character, into the whole atmosphere. It almost looks like a beginning of a wonderful TV show, like sci-fi, survival, action.
Yeah. It's like The Walking Dead in space.
Yeah, speaking of that, I would love if they would make something like Cyberpunk TV show or any of the successful video game, but primarily those that are like made within the RPG genre of games. I would enjoy those the most.
All security personnel report to the main cell block. This is not a drill. Please remain calm. There is nothing to fear. Damn.
Boy, he's just getting it one after the other.
I think that's the funniest line in the whole game. There's nothing to fear. Okay, let's see.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Jeez. Oh. See, at this point, I would have already had like some kind of pipe, something.
Yeah. Yeah, in real life, there's so many little things that bug me. Like, oh, I can't jump over this. I can't climb over this.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Better find a way really quick.
Thrown in here, and then I woke up to this.
Well, look. You're that pilot they just brought in, yeah? Yeah, well, look, I've been in here half my life. I know this place. I've got a plan to get out. If you help me out of this cell, I'll help you, yeah? But you can use this to get inside the control room across that bridge. You can open my cell from there. My name's Elias, by the way.
Jacob.
Don't lose it, Jacob. I just saved your life. Don't leave me hanging.
Man, his name is like one of those biblical patriarchs.
Yeah, all right. Felt like that bridge was going to collapse on him.
Yeah, usually in many games and movies it does. But did you see how huge is the prison? Did you see how many layers, how many levels?
I did. Yeah, but no. What does it say under B?
I don't know, but it's funny because when I saw beep, I'm thinking the Looney Tunes.
Jeez, that escalated quickly. Combat's cool. Dang, that's a lot of levels.
Yeah. Reminds me of the old Mortal Kombat fatality. It would go so many levels down when you would do the uppercut. Remember? The old Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, yeah.
Jeez.
What the fuck was that?
That's what I was wondering, buddy. Better you than me. Oh, wow, he's all covered in blood now. I just noticed.
Well, he just killed 3 prisoners, so yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they have that mechanic in there. I wonder if it just kind of slowly fades away.
Wow, there's so many of them trying to escape. Yeah, like we said, this is like Prison Break, but like in Jupiter.
Yeah.
Jacob, over here! This gate's no good. The console's not responding.
Back there, I just saw something. It attacked me and it didn't seem human.
What do you want about?
I know what I saw.
Look, this place can mess with your head, but this is our chance.
I think this guy behind the bars is safer than Jacob.
See that watchtower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our first stop. Meet me there.
How?
Elevator's that way. Take it up to the next level. I'll be in touch.
Got it.
I don't know who the actor or model for this guy is, but I feel like they nailed whatever he looks like pretty closely because they did very well.
This is officially the first mutant, the first monster in the game so far.
I thought that was the other thing that he just killed.
Yeah, we're not told how they came to this. How would I imagine that something happened to the inmate?
Yeah. Callisto credits.
Yeah.
Enable two-way comms with your core. Did I pick up a few tricks? You've been here as long as I have. I see you made it to the level. Just take it down and find the elevator on that level.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
What a thing to skip to.
I mean, little spoiler, those things come out every once in a while. I saw them when I was fast forwarding the video, I saw them several times. Ooh, that was so cool.
I tell you what, the combat system looks pretty awesome. I like how it's based around dodging. And
You know, whenever the game designers in any game, whenever they're more creative to make it like you can use anything to kill the monster, and you can use not just anything as a weapon, but you can also use the objects in the neighborhood like stands or canisters or if something fell off or something is like there's a hook on the wall, anything. If you can just kick your opponent and they can get, just smashed by the wall or by something and it can explode or they can get penetrated by some sharp object. I always like when you can just use any object in the
yeah,
vicinity. That just makes you think like, wow, game designers, they really paid attention.
yeah.
Oh, this one is a little bigger one, a little bit more difficult to kill than the previous one.
Yeah, and it looks like it's like brains on the out. Like, wait, it has two brains. Looks like the aliens from Mars Attacks.
Yeah, take this, corpse. That's because you made me angry.
Look at the size of that thing. Elias, I'm in the elevator. I see the shoe. Elias, you there?
I mean, think about how many inmates you would need to build something that size.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for not responding. Things found a way inside here. Really tearing up the place.
Can we still get to the shoe?
Yeah.
And how many inmates it can hold? Maybe like 1,000 at least, because it's huge.
I can get you over there. I'm activating the gondola right now. He'll carry you across.
Unit online.
That's pretty
I
cool.
think it would be cool to see him at least with some weapons that remind me of the Doom Eternal. One of those space shotguns or space miniguns. That would be amazing. But for the beginning, at least with a regular gun, it's still better than just slamming with pipes and whatever.
I think it's awesome that they introduced a printer into this. Let me just 3D print my weapon real quick.
Sir, here's the receipt. You're gonna need it.
Oh, that was cool. Reminds me of that cowboy vampire game we watched with the gauntlet.
Oh, Evil West, huh?
Evil West, yeah.
See, if I were him, I wouldn't know if the silence is more spooky or if I would hear something. Like I wouldn't like either.
Yeah.
Oh my
and,
god.
yeah, like
I just said it.
oh, what the? Oh, that was him.
I think they ate,
horse.
I think they ate something bad for lunch because they're burping and kind of
Oh.
they're throwing some acid.
Oh, nice combo. Dang, that thing don't have a head. It's still fighting.
Yeah, I just fast forwarded a little bit. Check out now.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like you're gonna make it, man.
Bye bye.
Yeah. I don't know, but you need to run and not wait for it to come back.
You know, but he keeps asking, what the heck is that? Whenever he's something weird, is like asking the same question, and there's no answer. Like, how did this happen? Oh, nice. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of that alien atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. I think you and Sean and I talked about it's not Event Horizon. There's another space horror movie, and I can't remember. I can't remember if we talked about that one or what it's called. Man. I'm gonna look it up. It reminds me.
Is it like another sci-fi horror movie?
Yeah, and it's got the guy's he always plays a bad guy in every movie except for this one that I've seen him in. What is the movie? It was like he woke up and there's like these little, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
You just remember that he woke up in space.
He woke up in space and the ship was like in hibernation. Like everybody took shifts to rotate to wake up, like the crew, because they were in some kind of like long range journey.
Yeah. Is it Prometheus?
Prometheus. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah, well, that's the part of the alien universe. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's the one with those people that had like the blue torches and stuff on them. No,
it has to do with those people that were called the engineers.
No, Prometheus is where they bioengineered the planet, right? It starts off with them bioengineering something. No, I think it is Prometheus. I think you're right.
I don't know. I don't remember how it started.
I'll find it. And
It has to do with that super rich old guy who's taking the two scientists to another place, and when they find the tomb of that creature that is called the engineer, something like that.
No,
and
it's
it
Pandora.
kills. Oh, okay. I've heard about the movie, but I don't know if I've seen Pandora. Pandora or Pandora Project or whatever.
No, Pandorum. It's
Oh yeah, Pandorum. Okay.
Pandorum. Fantastic movie. But that's kind of sort of what this reminds me of. If you should check that movie out.
Hey, maybe tonight if I have time.
Yeah, you're always like, I gotta go to bed, and then you just stay up forever.
Then I go to bed 2:30 in the morning and wake up at 6 for work.
Yeah. I like how the health bar's on the back of the neck. It's just
Dude, it feels like barcode. I don't know if I would like it.
Well, I mean, from a gameplay mechanic, like it keeps
yeah.
your screen clear. You don't have to worry about your health bar or anything, but it's literally part of your aesthetic.
Yeah. Well, he's outside for
like is it like a real outside or just like a habitation block?
It's real because you can see trees.
Yeah, but I can't really see stars.
Well, maybe because it's clouded.
Man,
dude, all these mutants, yeah, you can see like they used to be humans and something happened to them.
Oh, that's that thing that grabbed that lady.
In a way, it's also similar to Resident Evil, with all those human-like mutants.
And there always has to be something that makes a nest in every horror game.
Mm. Nice. He always tries to step on it, like, let me sure I crash their skull. Okay, just because I said skull, I was thinking about Mulder and Scully. They say they're coming there for another season.
So, did you watch the remake?
Or no, I watched
the
like a
reboot or
year,
whatever?
2 years ago. I watched the last 2 or 3 seasons that came out way after the original X-Files. So I watched the ending.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
They were
saw
like,
it.
seasons 10 and 11, I think, were the last one.
Oh, I didn't watch the reboot because and I could be wrong, but everybody was like, he's still wondering, he still wants to believe, and I'm like,
well, do you want me to spoil it for you?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so the TV show basically ended. We all thought that was the last season, the last episode, by the government being behind all of that. That was basically the discovery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So he still wants to believe because it's the stupid government's been doing it the whole time.
I was a little bit disappointed in that ending, but that's what they went with. I'm like, dude, like all of those years for me being a teenager and watching and expecting and like, you know, it's like government was behind all of those UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I expected more from the TV show. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I will bet that people who are into conspiracies, they were happy with the ending. They're like,
we knew it the whole time.
Yeah, we've been knowing this since 30 years ago in Area 51 and, I don't know, Manhattan Project and all of that.
It was that egg sex? Yeah, dude. Pounds out. Sorry, I've seen this movie. Doesn't end well. Man, this is such a big place for being such a small place.
Well, now they're on this on Jupiter's moon, so they have all the space for themselves, right?
Yeah.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah. Don't go in the hole, dude. It's not worth it.
Like, who is opening that gate or door or whatever? Whew.
It's the abyss, homie. You want to go the other way?
You'll go in the history as the Beep Jacob. Beep, beep.
Mm-hmm. I think he listened to us. He's like, you know what? I'm not going down that hole.
Nice.
Jeez.
Dude, they're still throwing up. Like I said earlier, they're burping, but they're still like vomiting on him with some green acid. Ooh. I like that mutant with those tentacles. Ooh.
Oh, I hate it.
Well, no, yeah, I hate it, but I mean, it's so creative. It's so well.
No, I know. It's just, man, I hate him. So creepy.
Hey, maybe this will inspire you for some of your goals in your game or games.
Yeah, I have quite a few little monsters on Tribulation because it's all mutated. In the wastelands, you got mutated creatures. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a helmet on now.
Yeah, I skipped a little bit.
Looks like he's wearing a whole new getup, huh? He must be outside. Different.
Yeah, I skipped 40 minutes.
Yeah, this game's... thanks, man. Another one on the list. But this game is getting played for sure.
Like, honey, I'll be busy the next few days. I'll be in my room. Don't enter. Boss, I'll be sick.
Yeah, man. If I would have had this game when we had our snow days, because like my wife had to go to work Monday and she was there from Monday night till Thursday afternoon. Like that, they had to sleep there, and it was just me and the kids. Man, I would have this whole time. I wouldn't have had craft stuff. I would have been.
See, I feel bad, but
no,
you know, last Friday we had to cancel because I couldn't find anyone, and I don't like covering stuff, you know, by myself.
By yourself, yeah, it gets lonely.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I have nobody to bounce stuff off of. I feel like that tunnel was not narrow enough for him to be crawling so slowly sideways. But whatever.
Man, this weapon is way better than all the
Yeah, what did he just shoot, right?
But the thing is, with those best weapons, you never have enough ammo, so you just have to shoot here and there and just save it and use the weaker one.
Mm-hmm. I assume that's the hand cannon that he didn't print out earlier.
Yeah, and maybe he enhanced it in the meantime because we skipped for a while. You know, we skipped maybe an hour since he first initially got the gun until now. We skipped for at least an hour.
I feel like I gotta get me one of these suits now. In case I'm ever stuck in space. Oh.
Oh, so cool.
So I saw the
Yeah.
spike gate earlier when we first started, and I was like, man, I wonder if you could throw something against that.
Yeah. Ooh, did he just summon it?
Yeah, with his gun or his gauntlet. And he did that to 2 enemies that I saw. That's why I was like, man, he's got the force, but I think it's a weapon he's using.
You know what's weird? I had at least one dream when I'm able in front of people, but even sometimes by myself, to like summon one of my, baseball caps, and it will come to me. I'm like, man, how cool it will be to be able to do that in person. But seriously, in real life.
Just look at something and it's like,
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's like all over there. I'm lazy to walk 20 feet. You just like boom, or you just look at it and say come or whatever, and it will come. I'm like, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Do you lucid dream?
Sometimes. Do you?
Yeah. Probably like 90% of the time. Like I always know I'm dreaming, and then I can manipulate.
Sometimes in my life, like I have weird upon weird dreams, like demons, monsters, sci-fi, horror stuff, mysteries, exorcism, weird stuff. But I'm not one of those creatures that pay too much attention to those things. I'm like, it's just a dream.
It's a dream. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've heard things, and it has made me nervous about lucid dreaming. Because it just happens so often, like literally maybe I can remember 4 or 5 nights a week that I know I'm dreaming, and I can manipulate my dream to an extent. But it's never like, I don't know, it's never like, you know what, I'm just gonna, everybody's saved. You all know the gospel.
Yeah, so my dreams can be very surreal, very like vivid, very shocking, very sometimes even like biblical, like
sometimes like more real than real.
But I wouldn't call them necessarily lucid. At least most of them are not, because I usually wouldn't know that I'm dreaming. But sometimes, occasionally, like I said, probably, but not every day, not every week, not like you. So I wonder, what is it about you that maybe makes some part of your brain still active, not sleeping, maybe doesn't go to the REM phase, it's like still aware.
Yeah. I do know there's always some point in my dream where I literally tell myself, okay, I'm dreaming. And then from that statement that I'm telling myself, then I have control over my dream. But it's like, it doesn't happen unless I physically say like, oh, okay, I'm dreaming.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know.
So when you say that you can manipulate your dream or dreams, what does it mean? Can you determine the end, or if you're being attacked or fighting against demons, then are you like invincible, like in Matrix, you can avoid everything, no one can hurt you?
So yes and no. I wouldn't say I have like full control of something like that, but like it becomes aware that like I know I'm dreaming. So like, let's just say like, I don't know, I was in the ocean swimming, and I know there's sharks in the water, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm dreaming. And then like if they went to attack me, I could just make them disappear, instead of just saying like, I would rather be on land, and then just go to land or something like that. But it's like I can manipulate the situation, I guess my brain's putting me in to an extent, but I can't like forge my own kind of like, I can't make my own story kind of thing. It's just I can always manipulate what's happening to me, knowing the outcome. So like if I was in this environment right now, I'd be like, okay, I think I need a shotgun for this, and then I'll have a shotgun.
Dude, but wait, that's cool. Why would you say that it actually bothers you in a way? Because most of your dreams are like that.
I watched a podcast about lucid dreaming. It was a Christian podcast about lucid dreaming and how these people in these cults can use lucid dreaming to navigate between the spiritual realms and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's possible, but like I know, I would say I could probably manipulate my dreams more than most people probably are aware that they can do. I'm sure everybody can technically do that if they're just aware. So I don't know. I guess it just made me feel uncomfortable. Because I don't want to be tapping into the spiritual realm. Like
you're like, hey, I'm just minding my own business. I'm going to sleep, and if I summon a demon or bring it back while I'm sleeping, it's like it's not my fault.
Yeah, Jesus, please save me. Please help. Like I'm going to sleep.
Dude, you're like in the Stranger Things. You're like opening portals to all these beings to come in this side. It's like they're coming from the upside down in our reality.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So that's it's just, I don't know. It's just, it gets to the point where, and then like sometimes the dream will put me in an uncomfortable situation that I don't want to be in, and I don't know how to. I know how to manipulate the dream, but I don't know how to make it stop, how to get me out of that environment. So like that kind of frustrates me because I know I can control something to an extent, but I can't like push past something.
Yeah, man, I mean, I can't say I ever thought too much about it because, again, it barely happens to me, only sometimes. So, but I would feel actually encouraged if I were you, because you're like, hey, if I'm attacking my dream, like one side of the brain that didn't fall asleep, that is still aware, is sending me signals like, hey, this is just a dream, PJ. You don't have to be afraid because you can get out of it and nothing will happen to you. It's not real. So for me, it will be in that way. It will be comforting.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I don't know. It's just weird. Sometimes like the dreams feel more real than like real life. And I know that's weird because I know it's a dream. Like I know I'm manipulating it, and that doesn't happen. So I don't know. But yeah,
we have Amber. Instead of saying my name, she typed Nike. She said, "Hi, Nike."
I'll be Reebok.
I was about to say the same joke, but I'm like, maybe it'll be too much.
I say that because I don't support Nike as a company. So like anytime my wife like wants to buy me like nice shoes or something, it's always Reebok or like Adidas or something.
Yeah, I like. Well, you pronounce Adidas. We say Adidas. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I like them too. Yeah, I used to also like Converse when I was younger.
Yeah.
Amber's saying another game I don't know. Well, whose fault is that? Is it PJ's fault, my fault, or your fault? Because for you, Master's program is more important than gaming. I mean, that was the baddest season, so what can I tell you?
It's Nike's fault. None of us have to take the blame.
It's definitely Nike. She said it's my fault. Well, I can live with that.
Always bullying her.
I just have to say that about in a month and a half, Amber and I will have a very interesting episode when it comes to Codex Sinaiticus, which is the oldest whole Bible that is found so far, along with Codex Vaticanus. I think they're both coming from 4th century or maybe early 5th century. And it was found in Egypt in a monastery by accident. So we'll be talking about that, and I'm looking forward because it's a topic I've been wanting to talk for a year or so. It's a fascinating topic.
Well, I think y'all need to get that out there so we could get all these Billy Carson lies exposed even further.
Amber's pleading with me to be nice to her, so I guess I'll have to because I need her in the future. Even though she told me, hey, my master program is starting, my semester is starting, so I'll be busy. I can't come on the podcast. Yeah, she's in all these different podcasts. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. But that's okay, friend.
We all love you. We all love you. Hey, somewhere bright for once.
Yeah, everything
I
was
would
so
just,
dark.
yeah, I would stay there for a few hours. The thing I love about sci-fi is it's always so big and filled with stuff that probably doesn't really need to be there. Jeez.
Ooh, man, this is so cool.
Jeez.
First, they have this form, and it's like all these tool-like monsters that are like crawling.
Yeah, and like they're all swelling up, and
Yup.
dude, these monsters are so gross.
like if Resident Evil
I
and
think they
Elliot
got
had a
Resident
baby.
Evil beat, man. Jeez, it's full of like pustules and stuff. Man, make it stop. That definitely makes you want to kill him quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
Everything that's gross. Well, that's life.
That's why you gotta get rid of them, Amber.
Yeah, that's why you have to kill them. You're doing
Cleaning the
godly work
universe,
when you kill
cleaning
these
Jupiter.
aliens.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, PJ! I was thinking about our episode on Doom Eternal, which we did by the end of December. You know why? I was on some Christian page, meme page, and people were talking about Doom being the most godliest game because you kill monsters. And then you see all these fundamentalist, super holy Christians saying, "No, that's not godly game. No, I don't see anything Christian or religious about the game. No." I'm not like people are so freaking stuck in their little worldviews and mindset. It's like you can't even play Doom. Suppose it's an ungodly game because they say, "Oh, you're killing all these people. It's such aggressive Doom." I'm like, "No, you're killing monsters and demons." So whatever.
Yeah. Everybody, I don't know. Everybody's in a box.
We have to unbox them.
That's so cool. Yeah, throw them in the fan.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh man, they just keep coming.
Amber is asking you if you're part of the Dream group on Facebook. Yes, he's in our messenger.
Yes.
He's not very active because he just got a new job, so he's doing.
Yeah. I don't reply as much. I have the group on mute, so then I have to I'll go to it and go through all the things. But yeah, this past couple weeks have been kicking my butt.
Yeah, which is fine.
Nope. Run, dude. Oh no, negative. That's definitely out of
This is funny.
Yeah, but do you have just him on mute?
Amber, I have something to confess. I made that group. I created it, but I muted it more than a year ago because sometimes I'll get those sound effects notifications every 5 seconds. I'm like, I'm tired of this. So I muted my own group long ago. That's a confession. No one knows. Don't tell anyone.
The secret's out. This will be the episode that goes viral. But I think was it in Resident Evil or was it Silent Hill where they had the thing that split itself? Like it looked like that thing.
I'm not sure, but usually Resident Evil monsters look grotesque like this one.
Mm-hmm. It might be. I haven't played Silent Hill. I haven't played Resident Evil in so long.
You know, when Sean finds when he finds time for us mortals again, maybe we can cover Silent Hill remake because that's one of his favorite games.
I know
he
he
asked me
wanted
about it long ago.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie?
Oh yeah, long ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it, but I remember it was pretty close to the game.
Dragon Age had one of those kind of creatures. Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Age and Dragon's Dogma are full with mythological beasts and, you know, dragons and stuff like that. Very cool game.
It was dead by the time we arrived.
Yeah, well, I didn't play the new Dragon's Age, Veilguard.
Oh my gosh, it was voted as the most disappointing title of 2024. I wouldn't play it for free.
Well, when they just keep putting transgender, like there's a transgender character that just has like abrasive transgender scenes just because they want to have them. Like,
yeah, Amber said she tried for 30 minutes and it was lame. I hope you didn't have to pay for a game and then not play it.
so that's why I like Steam, because you get like 3 hours, and if you don't like it, you just can return it. But I didn't even try Veilguard. Like, I have a lot of political game channels that I follow that kind of keep me in the loop, and I try not to support agendas.
I just want to say that we're getting close to the end of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Maybe another 30 minutes.
Why is that guy sewed together?
Jacob is screwed.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, he's like 20 times more stronger than him because of whatever they injected in him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen Craven the Hunter movie? Recently?
Yeah.
The main enemy is that rhino guy. This guy the rhino guy, right?
Yeah. Man, that's a good movie. Yeah.
And the way he defeated Rhino by sending that herd of bulls, bulls on him, and then he was trying to choke him and stuff, and then he finally penetrated him on that hole when he was getting his whatever vitamins, energy, that was tough to kill.
You can never escape me. Never.
Yes.
I think his friend needs to get a little faster with that door combo.
You know what bugs me in these games? Many of these games you cannot climb on things. So I would just climb on something and wait. I wouldn't even fight it. Or maybe throw rocks on him to take advantage
He might climb like 12 times faster than you, though. Man, look, he's almost out of health.
Whoa. As we were mentioning Alien, yep.
She was just trying to help you, but soon she'll be one of us. You okay?
No, she just had a freaking alien on her face.
That platform will take us up to the surface.
Okay, the last 25 minutes, I won't fast forward anymore. These are the last 25 minutes of the game.
Experimenting on the prisoners. Figures. How long were they doing this?
I feel like there's so many lessons in movies and video games, and I feel like people are still gonna follow and make these same mistakes.
What are you doing?
Yep. A lot of old sci-fi movies would basically tell you what will happen. In a way, it was like prophetic message about AI, about robots, about playing with technology, abusing science, experiments, whatnot. And you see, dude, little by little, some of these things are happening, and it's really scary.
Yeah.
Ken said, "Great game." Well, thank you, Ken. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Yeah, this looks like a fantastic game.
Yeah.
You saw the recordings. You know what happened on Europa.
I have no idea what happened on Europa. I wasn't there when the attack happened.
No, but she was. Are you sure you really want to?
Yes.
Do you wish?
What did you do to me?
Give you what you wanted. The curse of knowledge.
Hmm.
Your core is in the curse now.
The curse of knowledge. That reminds me of the Bible, that the one who gets more knowledge gets more
transfer immediately.
trouble,
Her memories will fill in the gaps, give you the answers you seek.
or is multiplying his sorrow. It was something like that, based on different translation. Yeah.
You can use this to synthesize an antidote, but you'll need to extract a sample from the
That's the doctor that did this to him, though.
go.
All of a sudden, he's helping her.
Oh yeah, at the beginning, but now she's helping him because she's kind of left
It's
alone.
got out of control. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. She's like, okay, I guess you're the savior.
Known as Subject Zero, demonstrated a unique ability to synthesize the biophage.
Such a humane experiment.
For real, man. Jeez. I was like, I don't think that's how Da Vinci drew him, but
yeah.
Unfortunately, he was killed during the Ark of sterilization.
unfortunately.
Now, seeks to replicate the conditions of the
Oh
original,
my goodness.
hoping to recreate Subject Zero as Subject Alpha.
By releasing the virus into the prison?
As he would say, evolution doesn't happen in a lab, it happens in the wild.
And as always, people turn out to be the biggest monsters.
Yeah, like it wasn't even an accident.
Yeah.
Dating back centuries, they seek to control the progress of human. She's waking.
I mean, we were talking about Resident Evil. Isn't that the whole Umbrella's project?
Once synthesized,
Umbrella
the
company.
atom will contain the unique core essence from his alpha. He'll want it more than anything.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
All he seeks.
if I remember correctly, it was purposely released.
I played my part in all of this as well. There's no escape for me. Black Iron is where I belong.
Not where I think you belong, but
You. What happened? Where am I?
It doesn't matter. We got one.
you're infected. You're gonna die. Turn into a monster.
How are you feeling?
Like something's inside my head, trying to take over.
Hey, just hold on. We'll be there soon.
Nope.
We also have to go and analyze Dead Space, because some people think Dead Space, even though it's older, they say it's better game, but other people think no, Callisto Protocol is better. So I want to
They
analyze.
say Dead Space is better. I've played Dead Space, and it's a fantastic game. But this game looks. I don't know.
Oh, you think this one is better?
Yeah, I mean, if I had the choice to play which one right now, I would play this one.
Not just because of graphics, you're saying overall, everything.
Just story play. The story looks amazing in this, but like the combat in this game looks really intriguing to me. In Dead Space is a fantastic game. It's just more of that shooter first person game. Little, doesn't seem
Are
that
you-
in depth.
Are you in a spaceship or on a planet?
I think both. I think you start off on a spaceship, if I remember. It's
So the
been
same
spared.
like Callisto, similar.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you trust her?
Well, from yeah, I assume.
Good choice.
Yeah. Same here.
What is all this?
This is definitely not the UJC.
Then who is it?
Yeah, how the door opens. It's
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Man, I need to build some of these doors.
Danny,
Nope,
where
nope.
are you?
She's dead. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Especially
what I
when he
was.
enhanced the weapon. Yeah, it's so
Yeah, man, and like the dodge mechanics and all that of it.
This section, just this one little bit one, it looks like some cyberpunkish dystopian world without all those monsters. Just that
Yeah.
little bit.
And this is where it started.
Let me go. Look at it. Look at it. What are you talking about? You see? Do you see?
Jacob, what do you got there?
What we got here is none of our business.
What?
Now, come on. We've got a job to do.
What is going on right now?
What? That's confusing.
Well, we skipped a lot. So, but this, the girl that he's been with the whole time, that's the girl that started it on the cameras. This is the place that they were watching.
Lily. No.
And were they the freelancers that smuggled this stuff on? And he's kind of putting it all together now.
Yeah, for a second, it almost felt like he's having a flashback, or maybe he's seeing in a vision something else, but he's still actually on the spaceship, and none of this happens. It's like you can take it in different ways. But yeah, like you said, we skipped a lot, so that's why.
Yeah.
To cover up what they were planning to test in Black Iron.
Yeah, see, like, I think because he had the vial in his hand, and he's like, it's none of our business, and that's probably the stuff that turned all these prisoners.
You made the wrong choice. Now how are you going to make it right?
Jake, what's wrong?
Oh, jeez.
Come on. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. We're almost there.
No, I can feel it. Hear it in my head.
You stay here. I'm gonna come back when I get the cure.
I can take care of myself. Okay. Make him pay for what he's done.
She ain't gonna make it, buddy.
Maybe she will, and I mean,
that would be awesome. But I don't know. She's gonna make it.
I mean, the game will be over in 15 minutes, so I'm expecting some final boss fight.
The choice is yours.
Craft the cure. This is a really cool system that they have in place for this. Your friend's dying, you're just casually scrolling through.
I'm not sure.
Should be all right.
Like her face is peeling off. She can't breathe. He's like, it's like ordering pizza. Give me this.
I want the hand grip or not. Like, it's really cool though. I want one. Can we get one of these?
Yeah, sure. Just when we're done podcasting, yeah, I'll get you one.
Appreciate it.
I know a guy. Where do you want a real one, or I can 3D print it?
No. Yeah, I want a real one. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Yeah. Your friend's
Dude,
dead.
give me some time. I'm about to find the final boss. Like I need to upgrade.
You ever seen Buffy, the movie Buffy, where Pee Wee Herman's?
The Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. Well, there's like in the end, like Pee Wee Herman's a vampire, and she stabs him, and he keeps waking up, and he's like, ah. That's what I picture his friend in the other room, like she dies, waiting for him to get back up, and she's like, oh wait.
Maybe she's scrolling Facebook or something, waiting.
Oh Lord, she's gonna be one of those scary, bulbous things with tentacles.
Now, talking about scary, I just watched the other day Nosferatu.
Is it good?
So it is good, but it's not necessarily what you've seen before. It's a little bit different, not in a bad way, just different.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it to you. I don't want to say how it ends. So
it's like a retelling, not a remake.
See, the original Nosferatu came out almost like 100 years ago. I never seen the original one, so I can't comment on that.
Okay.
But I would say it's pretty much faithful lore about the Romanian vampire, you know?
Yeah.
Not necessarily Dracula, but it's someone who resembles him. So Nosferatu is not the name, it's a type of a nocturnal, monster.
Goodness. When you said 100 years ago, I was like, man, that's insane.
Yeah, let me see when the original
1922.
Oh, did you Google? Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were like 100 years ago, and I'm like, man, is that real? Like we've had TV.
Oh yeah, I wasn't trying to exaggerate. It's not like 50, but I said 100. I know it came out at least 70.
Yeah, man, that's insane. I mean, I know it was black and white, and I think it didn't have any sound.
Yeah, it was in the times when Keith Richards was going to college. That's you know all those memes about Keith Richards whenever like when God was making the earth, someone is asking him the angels like, who is this? He said, oh, he was here when I came.
Yeah. Hey Keith, can you go flip that switch on for me?
You and your so-called
poor dude.
the innocent.
I'm tempted now to Google his age, but
You've proven that you'll do just about
That's
anything
happening.
to ensure your own survival.
And what about you, huh? Watching people die for fun? Is that your protocol?
You are mistaken, Mr.
81.
Protocol isn't about
dude, it's always bloody people who are like
our future.
so hungry of power and greedy. Wasn't this similar like in Stalker 2 when we watched the ending? It was always some people.
This fragile shell,
causing all that mess, all those monsters.
we
all
have
that,
to evolve. We are to survive. And now
See,
you'll
this
all
is-
see why.
But exactly what he just said. We have to evolve to survive.
Final context.
The wrong worldview gets you this.
Oh, the rhino is back.
Look, this
It's
is
some
what
neck
you-
issue.
Yeah, that's what you evolve into, buddy. This is what you want, right?
Yeah, evolve means biohack, biochemistry, and all of that.
You're really a thank you. At first I thought this was a curse. But then I realized
I honestly thought he was gonna fight with that creature that was crucified, and torn in so many.
Yeah.
my purpose.
Nah, dude.
I'm gonna show you.
I think it's time to send you to judgment.
Dude, you have veins on your head. I don't think
Your veins have veins. Yeah, that's a good combo.
Nice.
Like, what do you do when you shoot something that much and it's just like doesn't even blink?
This dude is like Hulk smash.
Yeah. See, like those dodge mechanics and all that, I love it. Absolutely love it. I think that's what that Ken W, I think, was alluding to, like the melee in this game is just so awesome. I think that's what sells me on this game over like Dead Space. It's just how involved you are in combat. And obviously the visuals is definitely nice, but Dead Space looks really good.
This guy is good in dodging, evading all this shit. Otherwise, he would be dead by now.
Yeah. I guess the only criticism I would give is it's very repetitive. Like it's the same swing, 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 dodge, dodge, dodge.
Oh.
No, I think they're evolving, dude.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I wish Amber is back to steal this boy.
Oh.
As always.
I thought he had little T-Rex arms at first. Well, that doesn't make sense. Wow, and that looks
doesn't
like...
Doesn't he look like with one of those Superman remakes with Henry Cavill? In one of the parts, was it with Batman and Superman, or just with Superman? And there's a creature that looks like this. And it's so powerful.
I don't remember that.
Let me do it.
Was the one in Henry Cavill, was that did he die? Was that Doomsday? Okay. I don't remember. I remember the comic book that he looked similar. That was Doomsday. It's weird. He's got those little scissor-like appendages on his back.
Ooh.
You know, you're only supposed to fear the Lord. When you're faced with something like this, it's really hard to.
The fact that he doesn't turn to look back to see how close is this creature and where to hide or escape, that doesn't make me confident.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think he's got to take that husk covering or whatever off its head first. I think it's like first stage. Man, look at all the weapons he has on him. Jeez.
Yeah, but no grenades. That's weird.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. Maybe he just don't like to use them. Or they're not available. I just haven't seen them yet. That's the hand cannon.
I wonder if his friend is still alive.
Well, it took him 2 years.
She's still waiting on the doctor. She's like, are we going? Are we done yet?
Yeah, so he's got a different menu. So that had a knife and something on it.
Is that all?
No, there ain't. Really?
Oh.
Ooh, in his eye.
Hold on, Danny.
I mean, you
Think
better
beat
run,
me?
dude.
Ferris was weak, an imperfect vessel. But in that sample is the key to unlocking a centuries-old dream. That's not failure, Mr. Lee. It's progress. And it belongs to me.
No, I don't think so.
Please. This is no time for false heroics. Leave the sample and walk away. There's an escape pod up there.
I mean, you better be an awesome dude. He just killed that giant monster, and you're trying to threaten him.
Both have everything we want. So tell me, Mr. Lee, what do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want my sister back, fucker.
Oh, that's why he's so bold, because it's a horror.
Ah.
But surely you know.
I can already see they have material for the sequels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This time you do.
Uh-oh.
What if that was the plan the whole time?
Unexpected. He doesn't want to save her life just for her to turn into a monster.
Such a waste. All this to save one life. Don't think you've stopped us. The data gathered here will carry the protocol to the next phase. As for you...
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Goodbye, Miss Nakamura. And Mr. Lee. I do hope you've enjoyed your stay at Black Iron.
Reactor core approaching critical.
This way.
See, for rich people in power, it doesn't matter if it's fiction or in real life. Even if stuff like this, doesn't succeed, they have more other options, more money, more army, more sources, more everything.
Yeah. Like $1 trillion space station research facility. Just like, you know what? Let's just scrap this one. Let's just do another one.
Which reminds me, I don't know why I'm even thinking about this, but I saw the other day that BlackRock, like a conglomerate company, call it whatever you want to call, unless I'm mistaken, it's worth more than 10 or 11 trillion dollars. Like, dude, but who's behind that?
Yeah, they have their hands in everything. I don't know. I don't know to what extent, but I've seen quite a few things that, this company's owned by BlackRock, and it's like a simple kind of program. I mean, company.
I didn't.
Okay, as of January 24 this year, BlackRock's assets were under management. I'm sorry, BlackRock's assets under management AUM were estimated at 11.6 trillion. Wow.
Well, her face went back to normal, so I think you're right. I think he saved her.
Data transfer complete.
And he's gonna blow up.
That transfer worked both ways. He learned more.
There are 4 shareholders of BlackRock.
In the chaos.
I mean, there are more, but 4 are listed when you Google. And the guy called Larry Fink is the founder, the CEO, and the chairman. I never heard of Larry Fink. But then I'm just ignorant, so I'm not into those things.
Some kind of redemption. Either way, I hope he found some peace.
Look at her face; it's so real.
Right?
Jacob, there might be a way out after all.
Reactor core temporary savings activated.
But I'm going to need your help.
Yep, that's it. Like I said, they have more. They have to make material to make a sequel to keep squeezing, milking the customers for their money, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. That's how capitalism works. They have to make, feed their families. Okay, PJ, concluding portion. What is the score that you will give to the game? And would you recommend to the people what did you like and what you didn't like?
1 out of 10. It's like sitting at an 11. Really like this game. I'm really looking forward to playing this game, whether I want to or not, or can have time to do so or not. Obviously, from what I see, I would definitely recommend this game. I love the sci-fi space horror setting anyway, just because it's, it harkens back to Alien and Event Horizon and stuff like that. And it's such an unknown, uncharted aspect, of humanity. So it allows your imagination to kind of crawl and go wherever it'll take you. So I definitely look forward to this, to playing this, and I was definitely pleasantly surprised how well executed it was, how visually appealing the game was, how well done the mechanics were, and I say I'm sure I've said this several times, but you can tell the difference when people are trying to release a game to make money versus obviously trying to make money, but they love what they're doing and they invest details into the game. And I think that's where games set themselves apart. Oh, this is a money play, and no, these are actual gamers themselves, and they take those pains to give you all the little details that you would expect or that you would hope to have, I guess. So yeah, 11 out of 10. That's
okay, and you were saying earlier that the only negative is that the game can be repetitive, which is, I think, normal because you're stuck in that prison. It's like, there are not many ways out.
No, and I don't even think it was the game that was repetitive. I meant melee combat was anticipated. Like you they're gonna swing, try to hit, so you have to dodge. So I would have liked to seen like a couple more, maybe not just like left or right hooks, but like a charge or like an uppercut or something, just to kind of throw off you easily dodging.
Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to me, I would say it's probably 8 out of 10. I wish the game is longer because 6-7 hours is really not impressive. I wish it was a little bit more creative when it comes to like tunnels, number of different enemies. We didn't see that many weapons, but then at the end we did see when he was scrolling down, that he had different weapons. I also wish the game designers more manipulated with the objects from behind. Like if his glove was able to summon something and call back, towards him, why not summoning a rock or some heavy object into the, a monster? So I think with those few implementations, like make it a little bit longer, bring more tunnels or something, so the game wouldn't be so linear, but you can, choose different ways and still succeed. It wouldn't be like closed entrance, but you can still opt sometimes for different paths.
Yeah.
So with that things, or also diversity a little bit more with, how you can manipulate objects around you to kill or at least hurt demons around you. With that will be 10 out of 10, but 8 out of 10, that's still, for me, that's still very high. And I would still say that's it's recommended. What would you say to parents who are like uber religious, uber spiritual, uber holy, and they're like, oh, these violent games can, mess up my kid. I don't want them to grow up, liking weapons or hurting others. What would you tell them? Because you're not hurting people, you're just killing monsters. What would you tell them? Because you're a parent.
So we're gonna have those people wherever, and I have those people that go to my church. And I had people that started my game, and then they were like, this isn't really the setting we want, or they didn't say that, they just stopped coming. So I guess you don't ever want them to violate their conscience. So if they feel wrong about it, that's then that's wrong. But you have to realize that to guard your heart, to guard your faith, to guard everything that means you have to be tested. You can't be sheltered. And I use this a lot because I grew up in not a religious household at all. Like My mother was Catholic. My dad, I didn't even know what he was until he passed away. But we didn't go to church. But we lived across the street from a lady, and I don't remember what denomination she was. But she was super, super, super holy, like, and she was a great lady, that I know. But like they couldn't do anything. The only Nintendo game they were allowed was Noah's Ark. And I think that was on NES. But they couldn't navigate. And then when I had questions, that we talked about, they couldn't even relate what I was trying to tell them because they had no answers. Well, here we are in our 40s, and one of them has passed away because they went into drugs and alcohol. One of them is just a Jezebel in every aspect of that word. And the other one is just a raging, angry drunk. And me, on the other hand, is now doing everything I can to follow Christ and put him first in everything I do. And that dictates, I play games where we kill people, but it's not real. But I'm not out killing people. I'm explaining to my kids why we don't do this and why this is wrong. And you defend yourself, but you never, you don't ever harm. Anyway, I guess the long story short is, I believe we need to be prepared for things, not sheltered and put in a little bubble. And then when we're confronted with those things, our paradigm or our worldview is rocked, and we can't explain why we believe what we believe because we really don't know. We're just told that. So I think that, like, building your kids up and building your people up with experience and giving them the knowledge to fight those battles of faith in a good way, rather than them just blindly regurgitating something I taught them, and not really knowing why they feel that way or why they should feel that way. Like I said, I was raised Catholic, but I couldn't tell you what the gospel was. No idea. And most of my family, they can't tell me what the gospel is, and they're in their 60s, so it's the difference between being equipped and being told. So that's just kind of how I view all my games. And obviously still shelter your kids. I'm not saying, like, don't expose them to things they don't need to be exposed to. But us, killing imaginary monsters, and in Tribulation, for instance, you can make it as PG as you want. Like, if you don't want your kids out hunting people, like, most of it's machines and androids, and it could be whatever. You don't even have to kill anybody. Just go track down a dog or something. Just know your audience. But video games are a little different because it is what it is. But I think that I think the gospel can be found in anything that you look for. Like, everything is created through him and by him and for him. And whether it's used for evil purposes on the people using it, not necessarily what the tool is. So I don't know. That was kind of a long rant. Sorry.
No, it was good. Thank you so much. That was pastoral slash, you speaking as a parent. So hopefully this will be educational and helpful to parents out there. I also want to say, just before we end, that 2 days from now, Sunday evening, Ben and I will be talking about Mandalorian theology. So we'll be covering the Star Wars Mandalorian TV show, one of my favorite ones, and we'll be covering philosophical, religious, and spiritual themes in this wonderful TV show, and we'll be comparing with the Bible. So I can expect another very fun and interesting and great episode with Ben, and we'll see what we have more for the next week. That being said, PJ, thank you so much for your time. May God bless your ministry, your work, your family, your health, your everything. May you keep serving God in different shapes and forms for many ages to come. May he make you more fruitful and encouraging whatever you do to keep being prosperous and fruitful, so that we'll be amazed by the final products of whatever God is doing through you, for the Christian society. God bless you. God bless everyone. Keep watching this live or maybe offline in the days to come. I'll see you Sunday evening. Take care.
Later, y'all.